Nairobi.
All right, that's a story that Ode Francis will still be following up for us. And I see it's about 20 minutes to the top of the hour. We promised you earlier a one-on-one interview between our very own political man, Emmanuel Tor, and Dr. Nelson Manda, the chairperson of the IEBC Selection Committee. As we leave now, we thank you very much for watching News Hour tonight. My name is Ken Mijungo on behalf of the whole team, our guest weekly from Betsa Paranya and Damian Evans on sign language. We leave you with this interview. Have a good night. We have another opportunity to do this next week, same time, same place. Good night.
Well, thank you very much. We are now joined by the chairperson of the IEBC selection panel, Dr. Nelson Manda. He's been in charge of the team that was brought into office almost a year ago, and until now, we still don't have the commissioners of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, and he's here to speak to us in an exclusive interview about the status update with that recruitment. Thank you so much, Bishop, chairperson. What's the latest?
The latest is, am I expecting you to tell me what's the latest, according to you?
We don't have commissioners.
Yes, we have no commissioners. And the reason why we don't have commissioners is that we sought to be understanding to a political process. Because IEBC commissioners, as much as it's an independent commission, it midwives our democracy and supports our political processes. And perception that you have a commission that is one-sided is not good for our democracy. And so out of that realization, we have sought to be understanding when we got a request, judicial notice from NADCO, that they were discussing this matter, and this matter was one of the subjects that they were discussing, and they asked us to take the judicial notice. We took judicial notice, notwithstanding that there were matters in court, because we thought it's not fair for us to get commissioners, put them in office, and then tomorrow bundle them out or brand them, whatever you want to brand them. But it's fair to get commissioners who are acceptable, who are going to serve this country. Kenya is ours, all of us, and if we have a good political environment, we prosper. And so there was a court ruling recently, and that court ruling asked us to proceed with the work. We had a meeting with the Speaker, who is the Chairman of Parliamentary Service Commission, that is charged with the responsibility of providing secretariat and resources. So the panel is able to work, but we cannot work without facilitation of the secretariat and resources. And so he said he was consulting PSC and Treasury to be able to facilitate us. I'm waiting for his communication in that regard. If they choose to, we will finish our work. We are ready to finish our work and give this country good commissioners. Yes, yes.
And so in terms of the resources that you're talking about, how much are you looking up to?
We are not in control of the budget. The Parliamentary Service Commission and Secretariat are the ones who manage the budget. At the beginning, I think they had made a request. I can't remember the exact figure, but they had made a request, which I think only maybe a third or so was spent. I don't think much of it was spent. Then we had a new financial year, and so they needed to be able to adjust according to the new financial year to be able to facilitate the processes, including compensating the staff and panelists. So we are waiting for them. We are waiting for them. We are ready to serve. This Kenya is ours. Yes, we are going nowhere, but the politicians are putting this country in a bad place. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. There's a point of view that perhaps even with that money, you may not be able to continue with your work until the National Dialogue Committee report is passed. Do you agree with that?
I'm not sure. I mean, that's neither here nor there, because you understand lawmaking processes in this country. In June last year, we passed a finance bill. It became into law, a Finance Act. Up to today, we haven't resolved issues around the Finance Act. There are issues in court. Things are not being implemented. So it's possible that NADCO report can get into a bill, and a bill has been drafted. It can get into Parliament, and we can linger around those bills for another 2 or 3 years. So it's neither here nor there. If you ask me, if you have been in this country, things are they are not always straight. They are not always straight.
So you won't wait for NADCO to start your work?
NADCO or no NADCO, I'm waiting for resources. Yes, we respect political processes. We respect parliamentary processes. It is how we legislate and make law in this country. But as it is now, we have a law. And that law, yes, and we have orders from the court. The others, it's something for us to wait for. And how it will turn out, how it will end up, it's sovereignty of parliament and the Kenyan citizenry who will participate in the lawmaking processes.
So you are not in any way under any pressure, political pressure or otherwise, to do your work?
We are not under any pressure. We have received no pressure whatsoever. Yes. The pressure that I have is resources.
Just resources?
Yes, resources.
If you are to get the resources today, you will start today?
If I were to get the resources today, we'll finish the process in another 40 days from today. Yes. Because we have names. We have very good applicants, very good Kenyans who applied. So it will just publish a short list and give notice to come for interviews. We'll run interview for 10 or so days, and we'll forward the names to the president.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
The process the situation we are in right now is that we don't have commissioners yet. So there are areas that cannot have elections, Banisa, for example, and we cannot do our boundary reviews. Do you feel like we're in a constitutional crisis at the moment?
Certainly we are, but the constitution and law is made for Kenyans. It's meant to serve us, not us serving it. And so when we get to that point, we will open it up and have our boundaries reviewed and have those elections. I think the most difficult part is to have a constituency and wards that are not represented, because it also includes resource distribution in the country. So I think there needs to be an amendment that states something that helps us to resolve when there's such a long wait without a member of parliament or a member of a county assembly. I think there needs to be a mitigation put in law so that then going forward, because we have learned, I think that needs to get into law, so that where there's such a vacuum, our constituents are not disenfranchised from national resources because of failures and problems of other people. Okay. Yes.
The Azimio la Umoja leader Raila Odinga said, even with the court order that had been given, that you cannot continue with your work because there's something that has been midwifed through by partisanship. What do you make of that? How would you respond to him?
He loves and respects the law, so he obeys the court. So I know that what might have been proclaimed out there may not be fully representing him. Raila Odinga, I know, is that he respects court orders.
But he said it very confidently.
So I can't respond to him here. Yeah, I can't respond to him here. Okay. Yes.
So, Chairman, you've been in office with your team for almost a year now. Yes. Kenyans are saying you have been spending a lot of money without work. What did you say about it?
How much money? You people do investigative journalism. Why don't you do an investigation and say we have spent this much money?
And that's why we have you here.
Find out. I mean, public money, it's public. So there's no data that you cannot access. You can access data. You can go to Parliament, you can go to Treasury, you can go to the agencies, Auditor General or Control of Budget, and ask how much money are these guys gobbling every day.
Chairman, you're being economical with the truth.
I'm not being economical. I'm just telling you the truth. Because, I mean, it's being sensational. People are seeking to sell newspapers. You know, these days, people are reading their papers on phone and there are no resources. So it's something nice like that might sell. But I'm also looking for money. Yeah.
Okay. So what is the truth? Because you said we need to get the truth. How much have you been paid in this process? The members and you and everybody?
It's not up to me to make such disclosures. Till you are able to get that information wherever it is.
But you'll give it to us?
Who?
You, because you've been paid.
I'm not the one paying. Go ask Parliament. Yes. You can access Parliament, can't you? Yes, you can access the Clerk of National Assembly or Senate. Yes, please do. Please do. Yes.
Right. Lastly, as we bring it to a close, what would you tell Kenyans? Because people are waiting for you. Everybody is looking at you because we have boundary reviews that is supposed to be happening.
This crisis is caused by Kenyans. It's Kenyans who went on the streets. It's Kenyans who died. So you can't say, what do I tell Kenyans? The crisis we are in, not having commissioners, is caused by Kenyans. So Kenyans have to bear their own cross. It's not the panel's cross. So really, Kenyans have given us a constitution and laws, and they are sovereign. Parliament is a representation of Kenyans. So this problem squarely falls in the hands of Kenyans. It's not in the hands of the panel. It's Kenyans who want a fair process. Let Kenyans have a fair process.
There are people who are saying we should disband this panel and get another one.
So be it. I mean, we want a good country. So be it. Nelson Manda wants a peaceful country. I don't desire anybody to die because of an election or because of a commission of IEBC. So be it. If we are told you shouldn't serve, there are many Kenyans. I mean, we are not unique. We are not unique. Yes.
Chairman, there's a proposal as well in the NADCO that to increase the number of commissioners from 7 to 9. Do you agree with it?
Yes. I mean, we can have 20. There's nothing sacred about 7. Neither is there anything sacred about 9. If 9 is more representative, maybe because we have 8 provinces formally, and some of them are too big, so we can have one more. They can even decide we use those provinces and have 2 members in the commission and a chair to give us 17. So I think for us, it's okay. It's okay. Before Chebukati, Zaka San's commission was 9. Yes, so I think it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
The last one, completely the last one. There's also a proposal that we move the process of delimitation from the constitutional 12 years to almost 20 years, 15 to 20, to bridge this gap that we are seeing now. Would you agree with that?
It's a referendum. That can't be changed in any other way. So even if I agree or don't agree, it doesn't add value because it's a referendum question. So that question needs to go to the people of Kenya.
Thank you, Chairman.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you very much. That has been Dr. Nelson Manda putting it as it is on this interview about the crisis that we are in with the IEBC commissioners, a commission without commissioners that we have right now. And he says a lot needs to happen. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Emmanuel Tor. Enjoy the rest of the viewing.
Unajua huyu tunapaswa natupigia. Hakuna kukaa na yeye ati unakaa na yeye sana.
Tuko form?
Form 1. Nichukue video hivi. Na hii yote ni band.
Nimeshonelewa. Wewe uone imeshonelewa.
Ngoja msiguzi hapo. Takupiga wewe.
Imeshonelewa kabisa na shindano na kila kitu.
Yes, mzee habari yako?
Ninaona tutaongea kwa simu. Nimeleta msichana.
Umeleta msichana? Ana dakika kidogo tu.
Okay.
Nani mwingine ako nayo?
Ndio ulipewa na nani?
Hiyo bangi yote.
This is a police case.
Hii police case.